This is Paul Diano for KNX News 97.1 FM.
Back now to ICE resuming immigration raids in Southern California. Agents struck this morning at a Home Depot near MacArthur Park in an operation they dubbed Operation Trojan Horse. They leapt out of a Penske rental van, and Homeland Security says they arrested 16 illegal immigrants from Mexico, Guatemala, Honduras, and Nicaragua. But there are claims the raid is a clear breach of a judge's order putting strict limits on ICE operations. For more on that, we're joined by former federal prosecutor Neama Rahmani, who is president of West Coast Trial Lawyers. Mr. Rahmani, thanks for joining us.
Of course, Brian. Thanks for having me, as always.
They jump out of a truck after reportedly someone asks for day laborers, and they round them up. This looks like it's in clear violation of the judge's order saying they can't use, for instance, a job, much less their race or location, in making these arrests. So on its face, it seems like it's illegal, correct?
Brian, that's absolutely right. And I'm not just saying this because I'm a UCLA Bruin, but the Trojan Horse seems to be a clear violation of the judge's order. And the judge focused on four things that cannot be used for reasonable suspicion or probable cause to arrest someone. And that's your ethnicity or the color of your skin, the language you're speaking, or whether you're speaking with an accent, where you are, like a Home Depot, or what you're doing, like looking for work. So on its face, unless there's something more I'm missing, this does appear to violate the judge's order.
And so it seems like the feds are like, who's going to stop us? Okay, you and what army? Is that basically what this is coming down to?
Well, if it does, then we're really looking at a constitutional crisis. If our federal government is not following the law and the Constitution and an Article 3 district judge's order, the question is what happens next? Well, these individuals, they may be released, but bigger picture, is this judge going to hold these officers, DHS officials, in contempt of court? Well, who's going to pursue that contempt order or enforce it? Should be the Department of Justice. What if they refuse to do so? A lot of questions here, Brian, and it is concerning.
So does the city have any recourse here? Because it looks like, well, they can claim victory by this judge's order, but at the same time, we have what we had. I don't even know if the feds are even trying to make the case for the legality in light of the judge's order. They're just kind of flouting it at this point. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong at all, and that's why it's so concerning. You have a district judge that's made its ruling, went up on appeal to the Ninth Circuit. They've affirmed that ruling. It's obviously possible the Supreme Court gets involved. I think it's unlikely. The judge's ruling was pretty narrow. Don't violate the law. Don't violate the Fourth Amendment. Don't violate the Fifth Amendment. That's all it's saying, and these are clear violations here. So what are we going to do if the government keeps violating court orders when the government, Article 2, the executive branch, is supposed to enforce these orders? It's really concerning, and I wish I had the answer. I just don't.
The mayor's going to speak on an unrelated matter a little bit later this afternoon. She will undoubtedly, take the time to make a statement about this, you would imagine. But is that all we're going to get at this point? Is just, more words, and what kind of action can back it up?
Yeah, obviously, look, politicians can do what they do, which is to make statements. But if we're really talking about legal remedies here in a court of law, the city, the county, the state, they've done what they need to do. They've gone to court, they've litigated this issue, they've got the order, and folks should be following the order. If they don't, then we're really talking about a nation where our highest level of elected officials, cabinet level appointees, are not following the law. So it's concerning. Hopefully this is just a blip, and DHS agents will follow the law, because at the end of the day, this is just a waste of time. If they're arresting people and conducting these operations, these roving patrols, they're going to be released by immigration judges. They're going to be released by district judges, because these arrests are unlawful and in clear violation of a judicial order.
Neama Rahmani, president of West Coast Trial Lawyers and a former federal prosecutor. Mr. Rahmani, as always, thank you so much.
Of course. Thanks for having me. Talk soon.